Now, the Albanese government's dialling up the pressure on the coalition as it tries to force it into backing the rewrite of the tax cuts. Let's bring in political correspondent Olivia Casely. Olivia, Labor has released some analysis identifying the top coalition electorates that stand to benefit from the changes.
Well, we were saying yesterday, Kieran, about how it really feels like we're heading into an election campaign whereby tax is the new political battleground, if you like. And now today we've seen Labor crunching the numbers, and their analysis has found that close to 85% of coalition voters stand to benefit from Labor's shake-up to the stage 3 tax cuts. We've seen both the Prime Minister and the Treasurer out today saying that the coalition is out of touch with Middle Australia. And if you look at this graphic here, we can see 5 seats, 5 coalition seats that is, where the vast majority or 89% of taxpayers in those electorates would be better off under Labor's changes. So you've got Ford and Longman in Queensland, Page and Cowper in New South Wales, and then Braddon in Tasmania as well. It is important to note the coalition, they haven't quite finalised their position on this yet. We're not expecting that announcement until next week, but it is really heating up this political fight. The Treasurer in the seat of Dunkley this morning, ahead of that crucial by-election on March 2, which is really going to be the first litmus test, if you like, about how this policy shake-up is flying with voters.
They are standing in the way of a bigger tax cut in their own communities. This shows how diabolically out of touch the Liberals and Nationals are with Middle Australia, but also with the communities that they are supposed to be representing.
The coalition, first they said that they didn't know what it was, but they were against it, they'd fight it. Then Susan Ley, when asked would it be repealed, said absolutely. Peter Dutton and David Littleproud is saying that they want higher taxes for 12 million Australians.
And Olivia, all in the context of the Dunkley by-election, this debate rages on, the coalition ramping up its campaign.
Yes, so they've conducted their own analysis as well, and that suggests that 4 million taxpayers will be worse off under Labor's changes over the next decade. That's until the 23-24 financial year. They're also ramping up their own political attack, creating an ad campaign which essentially draws parallels between this broken promise, that being on stage 3, and also Julie Gillard, the former Prime Minister's no carbon tax promise.
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
They've been legislated. We support them. We stand by that.
As the coalition finalises its position on stage 3 behind the scenes, in front of the camera, they're really trying to push this idea that the Prime Minister and Labor more generally can't be trusted.
Quite clearly, this was always on the agenda. His integrity is shot, and his cabinet, like lemmings, have followed their lying Prime Minister off an integrity cliff. We can never believe them again, whether they promise to not touch negative gearing, not touch taxes on the family home.
Senator Jane Hume, the Shadow Finance Minister, also told Sky News earlier that the coalition is seeking more information about when exactly the Treasury was asked by Labor to model these shake-ups really to the stage 3 tax cuts. Kieran?